more, I'm joined by Director of Strategic Analysis Australia, former DepSec at the Department of Defence, Peta Jennings. Well, thank you for your time, Peter, as always. Taking me through this strike on Friday, there seems to have been over the weekend a real de-escalation. What we can see, where the Iranians couldn't get through the Israeli air defence, the Israelis certainly could the other way into Iran. Is that perhaps why Iran's pulled back?
Yes, I think this has perhaps come as a bit of a shock to Iran, Peter. They sent what is now being reported as potentially up to 500 missiles and drones into Israeli airspace, and 99% of them were shot down. And then within a few days, Israel blinded Iran by knocking out its air defence radars in Syria, and with a small number of drones managed to hit the target which they were aiming at, which was a military airbase. I think this is going to lead the leaders in Tehran to think, look, maybe we can't be as confident about our military capability as all that. And I think they're going to pull back in terms of direct confrontation with Israel and go back to what they've done for years, which is to attack Israel through their proxies, Hezbollah and Hamas, and other proxy groups in the Middle East.
What about this paper out today? 3 Australian academics say the claims, the numbers of women and children killed in Gaza are statistically impossible. The authorities have said that 70% of the estimated 30,000 killed since the start of the war are all women and children. But the paper says there's serious doubt about this. A lot of these deaths are not registered with hospitals. They talk about the fact that, of course, the data can be manipulated. The data has basically no males in the 30,000 dead. This has always been the issue with Gaza more broadly, because a terror organisation in Hamas was elected to run the province or the area, the territory, and who can trust a terror organisation?
Yes, of course, Peter, and the figures have never looked right, not least the Hamas authorities never report any military combat casualties killed. And I think we've just got to conclude that, obviously there have been significant numbers of casualties. There will have been significant numbers of civilian casualties. I guess we can see that. But the figures that have come out of the Hamas Health Authority are really part of the broader propaganda campaign that Hamas has been running internationally to discredit Israel. The other thing that I'm struck by all of this is how guilelessly those Hamas figures have been reported by many Western media outlets. You never hear Israeli figures reported.
Absolutely.
You never hear their claims of killing Hamas fighters. You never hear Israeli claims reporting the numbers of Israeli soldiers which have died in the conflict. So why is it that so many media outlets in Western democracies have been happy to report the propaganda of a terrorist organisation, Hamas, without a second glance, when on the face of it the figures just look completely unbelievable?